In the movie Brave, there is a scene where Merida rides her horse through a lush forest, showing off her archery skills as she goes. The wind whips through her fiery hair, adding to the thrill and excitement of the moment. This video is not about the blonde Rapunzel or the brunette Jasmine who seem to have a good hair every day, but our fair-looking young lady that has messed up hair every day. Impulsiveness, check. Slender figure and pale skin, check. Long, curly, and red hair, easy to be simulated, not so much. In the world of 3D animation, creating a character's hair is a crucial part that plays a significant role in storytelling. A group of talented artists and storytellers spend years perfecting their craft, paying special attention to every detail, no matter how small it is. They know that a character's hair is a reflection of their identity, in addition to their nature, behavior, and attitude. So when they created Princess Merida, they spent countless hours creating the perfect hairstyle that would reflect her wild, untamed, and fiercely independent personality. Merida's hair became an instant icon, symbolizing everything she stood for, making her one of the most beloved characters in 3D animation. In essence, this video emphasizes the importance of paying attention to even the smallest details in storytelling using visuals, as they can greatly impact a character's identity and the overall narrative. So watch closely as we go on an adventurous journey where the Pixar team strives to create the perfect hairstyle for our princess amidst countless and many obstacles. The creators worked so hard to make the narrative credible and relatable to the viewer while demonstrating the bond that can exist between a mother and her daughter, which was based on the relationship between the director of the film and her daughter.
Merida's relationship with her mother is inspired by my daughter Emma's relationship with me. We just don't see eye to eye ever, and we fight like cats and dogs. And she does have this incredibly passionate nature that to me is Merida.
They wanted a distinctive and sturdy design for Merida. She was created to be a gymnast and an athlete. They wanted a wildness about her, so that's where the hair came in. The production crew had a significant difficulty making this film thanks to the 16-year-old Merida, and if you have seen the movie, you undoubtedly have probably asked yourself, how did Pixar manage to design her hair? Well, the concept art for Merida was all about showcasing her wild, free, and intuitive nature. The hair was a crucial element of her personality, reflecting her fierce spirit and untamed demeanor. The creators wanted her to look like a true rebel, with locks that were messy, wild, and free, just like her. So they made sure that her hair was as much of a part of her personality and character as her fiery spirit and adventurous nature. The production designer, Steve Pilcher, noted that the illustrators interpreted the character in their own unique style, including the drawing of the hair and particularly the impact of volume on her look, which allowed the character's soul to always remain.
We want it to be in her face, and we want it to be flying around. We don't want it to look combed. We don't want it to look like she's a princess. We want her to look like, you know, her own person.
The initial hair test result wasn't very pleasing. Curly hair simulation was not possible using the hair simulator because the hair was bouncing extensively.
With that kind of volume and curls, that's a very tricky simulation problem.
Let's dive in. Welcome to Character Sim Review.
The team of artists at Pixar faced technical difficulty while simulating the untidy, tempestuous, unpredictable, yet aesthetically pleasing hair. Nonetheless, the hair techniques they used were not able to produce the desired result. The entire crew felt uncomfortable with cutting Merida's hair and refused to even consider it since it is, and I quote, the visual representation of her wild, unruly free spirit. We would have a very different character and a very different expression of what Pixar originally sought to develop without all the new technologies and the difficulty her hair design posed. Actually, it would have affected the connection with her mother, which is what they are trying to concentrate on the most. Before we continue, let me tell you about WithPoly, the sponsor of today's video. WithPoly is a platform that provides a plethora of ready-to-use textures ranging from metallic, dirt, fabrics, and even wood textures. The most amazing and noteworthy feature of this platform is not only providing high-quality textures, rather, it is the fact that these textures are entirely generated using AI because they are not procedural or even scanned textures. The platform offers you the ability to search for generated textures and you can generate one yourself. The process to do that is easy and gives you good results in just a few seconds. You just need to type in a prompt, choose the resolution and the style you want, and you got your first texture. My favorite feature of WithPoly is that you can upload an image and use it as a color map, allowing you to create a texture with all the maps from just one image. Additionally, you can upscale a texture and make it seamless, and you can produce PBR maps that you can use inside your 3D software. The platform is free to use, but if you want access to more features like up to 8K resolution and 32-bit XR PBR maps, or if you want to create your textures or download them indefinitely, you can sign up for a subscription plan for just $20. If you are interested in WithPoly, you will find the necessary links in the description. Merida and her mother are the definition of disharmony. Their hair's color, volume, and shape do play a significant role in producing this paradox. Eleanor, the reserved queen, has her hair properly braided and pushed back, yet its weight symbolizes the burden of the empire. Merida's hair, on the other hand, is rebellious, and the rebellion requires a lot of work to be showcased through Merida's hair movement and the interaction with what it touches. Merida was forced to wear a dress and a tiara, which drastically altered both her appearance and demeanor. Nonetheless, the golden tiara did not last long, as Merida released her untidy hair as a symbol of her independence and defiance.
I am Merida, firstborn descendant of Clan Dunbroch, and I'll be shooting for my own hand.
The simulation team headed by Claudia Chung set out on a mission to create the most realistic and natural-looking curly hair for Merida. To achieve this, they decided to observe real curly hair and its behavior. They soon noticed that curly hair forms in locks that act like springs, and reshapes itself when pulled on. This was a breakthrough observation that led to the team to use mechanical functions to model actual springs. With this, they could simulate the behavior of the curly hair. The team created a wide range of springs, each with its own unique characteristics such as length, thickness, bounciness, and stiffness. To give Merida's hair volume and complexity, the springs were separated into layers, each varying in length, size, and flexibility of the curls. This approach created a stunningly realistic head of hair that looked believable and natural. But creating the hair was just the beginning. Animating it was a whole other challenge. The simulation team had to alter the laws of physics to make Merida's hair move and behave in a way that defied the natural laws of physics. The crew experimented with a number of methods and performed several simulations to perfect the motion of Merida's hair. They experimented with turning many simulation parameters, including mass, gravity, the weight of the hair, and spring stiffness. Pixar are known for their groundbreaking animation, so they had to surpass the hair simulation tools they had used in their previous films like Monsters, Toy Story 2, and so on. They had to create a new hair simulation software that would revolutionize the way animators worked with hair, addressing all issues, the shape of the curls, how these curls react to both realistic and unrealistic movements, and most importantly, the performance and simulation time aspect. With Taz, the animators could finally achieve the perfect look for Merida's soft curls. Her hair would bounce properly and move in the right direction when she interacted with her environment. Not only that, but Taz also gave animators more flexibility for previewing during simulations, addressing their performance concerns. This new software used a novel algorithm for pruning the number of contacts considered by each hair, improving performance and reducing memory usage. By using this, animators were able to improve performance through parallelism, a critical feature that was necessary for efficiently simulating a wide range of characters. But that wasn't all. The team had to figure out how to fix the curve's forms so they would bounce the desired way at different movement speeds. So they added a core thread or curve that runs through the middle of a primary curl. The key hairs were then used to interpolate the motion of the rest of the hairs. In the end, Merida's hair had 1500 hand-placed curves, which was interpolated to 111,000 curves at the final render, and was simulated at 20 to 30 frames per second. By using these structural core springs within the actual hairsprings, animators could restrain the unrealistic bounciness when the motion was more extreme, making it look more natural even when the characters moved in accelerated, unrealistic ways. It's mind-blowing to think about the time and effort that went into creating Merida's perfect head of hair. Pixar spent 3 full years solely working on getting her hair just right, which is incredible. But it was all worth it in the end because the animation of Brave won an Academy Award for Technical Achievement. This award is given annually for technical accomplishments that contribute to the progress of the motion picture industry. Now that we know, we can only respect the extraordinary effort that went into making Merida's amazing hair. I hope you guys found this video useful and interesting. If you did, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos just like this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.